Hey guys, my name is Rachel from Keto with Rachel. I am an independent prover with a company called Prove It. Today I'm going to be going over the sodium content in Keto OS. So to have sodium in our Keto OS products, it's actually very important because it acts as a binding agent. So this is what helps absorption of the ketone bodies. There's been a lot of talk about how a lot of sodium in your diet can have a negative effect on you. And this all comes from a couple studies that were done about a decade ago that said that an increase in sodium increases your blood pressure by a few points. So this led to the assumption that this must mean that it increases your chances of strokes, heart failure, and heart disease, so it was termed as a bad thing. This is something that was just an assumption. It has never been proven. There is no research and literature that shows that there's a correlation to back this statement up. The only way that sodium intake can be a very big issue to cause those types of things would be if you were consuming about 10 grams of sodium a day, which is extremely high and very hard to achieve for a normal person. What has been proven is that you need about 1,000 milligrams or about 1 gram of sodium to keep your kidney functioning. When we talk about sodium in our diet, we're talking about fats, we're talking about sugar, we're talking about salts, which is something that a lot of people will add to their foods to make it taste better. But even in this sense, you would never just take like a cup of sugar or a cup of salt and just drink it. It would only just be little additives in your food. So whenever you're taking Keto OS, it does have a slightly diuretic effect, which is why there is the sodium content in it. This is to help balance the diuretic effect of the ketones, so it can help level you out. So whenever you are taking Keto OS or just following a ketogenic diet in general, it's important to increase your sodium intake. So this would be more of a natural salt, so sea salt or Celtic salt. I'm not talking about the table salt because that is something that is more refined and it has been very processed compared to the other salts. It's actually been shown that a deficiency in sodium can lead to muscle cramps and feeling lightheaded. So while a lot of sodium can be very bad, it is very hard to achieve 10 grams of sodium in your day. If you are worried about the sodium content within Keto OS, something that you can do is just watch your sodium throughout the rest of the day, so that way you can kind of balance and figure out what kind of levels are best for you. I know some people with a lot of the sodium intake, they can get a little swollen, like their ankles can get swollen, stuff like that. So for this type of person, you would just want to monitor your sodium intake for the rest of the day. Another thing that you're going to want to do is to lower your dose. So if you start to see this happening, make sure that you go down to a half a packet or even a fourth of a packet for a few days to let your body adjust more, and then you can work back up to a full packet again. So I hope that explains a little bit as to why there is the sodium content within Keto OS. It is there for a reason. We are trying to help counterbalance the slightly diuretic effect that ketones have. So if you have any more questions or you would like any more information on this, feel free to reach out. My email address is ketowithrachel@yahoo.com. I will leave all of my links in the down bar below. Thanks so much for watching, guys.